Hi everyone, I was on a roll, well I've been on a roll doing some filming, so I thought I'd carry on and do another one today, which I'll hopefully get downloaded tomorrow onto the YouTube channel. This is on what I do to get rid of crunchy ends on your synthetic wigs. Now this is another Denise by JB Extension. It's my very first one that I had. It's crunchy, it's dry, it's knotty. I haven't done the thinning scissors on it yet, which I absolutely will do, because it's amazing how well it works to help stop it tangling. But this is the one that I usually wear when I go around to spend time with my grandchildren, because they have a tendency to leap on me and play around and stuff. So it doesn't matter if it gets messy and knotty and stuff. But it's got really dry, crunchy ends, and the ends are they've been stretched so much with brushing and combing, where they've got so knotted and tangled, that what it actually does is, if you look really closely, when you've got crunchy ends on your wig, if you look really closely, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on here, but individual hairs, they'll go like little corkscrews, where the fibres have been pulled and stretched when you've brushed them, and it's that curliness that, if you get enough of them, that's what makes them feel, the ends feel crunchy, because they sort of bunch together, and that exasperates the knotting and the tangling, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. So that's why we have to put heat on the ends to put the fibres back to their original condition, and all the little corkscrews will go straight, and then that's what makes the hair feel nice and smooth. This is quite bad, so the curly bits go halfway up on some of the pieces of the hair. They're all the way up, so I'm going to have to straighten this a fair bit. But I don't use straightening irons, I don't use a hot comb, because I find those things make the hair too straight. I use a hot brush, and it's not one that is a hairdryer as well, it's just heat. So it's a little bit like curling tongs, but without the shield that goes around. It's got bristles. I'll show you. It's on and it's ready to go. There's a few little hairs stuck to it. Got this off of Amazon, very cheap. I think it was about 15 quid, 14 quid, something like that. It's got a few hairs stuck in there. I've got it on the max. I can't remember what the temp is, to be honest, but I think you need to have a fair bit of heat to get the crunchy ends out, to straighten those little hair fibres. So I just whip it through quick, and it works a treat. And because it's round, it doesn't make the hair go poker straight. So if you need to recurl the hair, it's not quite such a challenge to do. I've even used this to actually tuck hair under and then cool it and hold the hair, and it just helps to keep it a gentle dip in the hair, a kink. Just tucks the ends so they're not poker straight, and it's just easier. I find it's easier to control. You can see exactly, you can watch the hair straighten, and I like that. You can see, you can do it in different ways. I'll show you. It just works really well. So let's get the hair wet and then we'll get going. Always wet the hair. If you do it on dry, it just doesn't work as well. I think it can dry the fibres if you do it without moisture. I don't know whether that's true or not, that's just what I've heard. But just damp the ends. God, it feels so crunchy. It's awful. that little bit there is proper frizzy. Right. Okay. The curl pattern's gone crazy and everything in it, where it's just so horrible. So, right. If you've got a hot mess like this, then obviously it will be beneficial to section the hair, clip it up, get it out of the way, and do a little bit at a time. Obviously, I'm just doing this as a demo. There, I don't know if you can see, it's like little corkscrews in there. Little tiny corkscrews, and that feels so crunchy. Because at the end of the day, it's plastic. And it's like crunchy, curly bits of plastic. Horrible. So that's what we're going to get rid of. So, yeah, I'm obviously not going to do this whole wig and film it. It'll take forever. But I'm going to show you what I do. Oops. So, you'll hear the sizzle. I literally comb it through like that. You can do top and bottom. It's always good to get the sizzle because you know that it's generating that little bit of steam. And those curly bits are vanishing. I think they're gone. There was loads in that section. And you've still got a little bit of a wave. Obviously, not the original wave. I'm going to have to get my curling wand to put that back in. But there's a little bit curly bit there. You can just sort of dip your hot brush in. And it just works so well. I think you've got more control. You can watch the hair straighten as you're running the hot brush through it. There, that feels beautiful and soft now. It's as simple as that. You can do this on straight as well. Works really good on straight hair. You can just run it down. Nice sizzle. Be careful with the bristles. If you come across a knot, like there's one there, don't pull it, because otherwise you'll be stretching the hair, because that's exactly what causes the crinkles. You see where it was all knotted? Let me get that black fabric. You can see that bit. I don't know if you can on camera. There, where it was all knotted. And it goes crinkly, and that's what the crunchy is. That's what causes that crunchy feeling and causes it to knot. Nice sizzle. There, lovely and soft. What I will do with this wig as well is I will do one of the wig ladies that I found on TikTok. She's also on Facebook as well, but I found her on TikTok. she did a reset wash, which I did on 3 of my synthetics, and it worked brilliantly. It's not for every time you wash your wigs, it's for if you've got a proper manky one. Maybe it's got a real build-up of products in it, and it just needs to, or if you've got a wig that's so nasty that you're close to getting rid of it, do this to it first. It's a treatment with baking soda. When I upload this video, which I'll do tomorrow, I will put the details of the lady that I saw doing it in the text, so that you can go and have a look and see how to do it. She uses Herbal Essence Rose Hip shampoo and conditioner, because it's got, like, I think it's like silicone based. I didn't use that. I'm vegan, so I don't use animal derived products, especially in things like shampoo and stuff, because they're sort of tested on animals as well, and I don't agree with that. So I used my normal shampoo and conditioner. I didn't use wig specific products at all. I know some people do. I think it's all subjective, that. But anyway, the baking soda lifts, build up. It's a deep cleanser, and it makes the hair feel so soft. I know in the dreadlock world, because I've got half head of dreadlocks, in the dreadlock world they use baking soda to do a deep clean and a soak on dreadlocks, and it just lifts everything out. The water goes dark grey on dreadlocks, and if you somebody that don't wash their wigs very often, or have got a lot of build-up of product, it will probably send the water pretty murky. But yeah, it just makes them feel light and soft. And this lady that I saw on TikTok, she followed the advice of an American lady. I can't remember her name as well. I'll list both of them in the video details. And she does this baking soda to all of her wigs when she gets them, brand new wigs. She does it to remove all of the factory nasties that they put on the hair, and it just makes them feel like soft and light, because synthetic hair, it gets dirty really quickly when you're putting on like wig milk every day, or I know some people put like argan oil and things like that on it. And the thing you've got to remember with synthetic wigs is it's not real hair, so there's no cuticles on the hair. It's not going to absorb anything at all. Anything that you put on your wig is going to lay on the surface. So if you've got oil and things like that on the surface of the hair through the day as you're wearing it, dust and just stuff in the air will stick to it even more. So it all contributes to it knotting and sticking, clumping, not feeling great. So bicarbonate of soda just lifts all of that out, and it's a reset. So it takes it back to its sort of original state, probably better than when it arrived in its package, because it won't have any chemicals on it. So yeah, so there we are. It's straightened the hair, but it's not poker straight like it would be with a hot comb or a straightening iron. It just gives you a little bit of a fighting chance, I think, if you need to recurl your wig. Obviously, if you're working on a straight wig, then it doesn't matter because it's already straight and that's how it's going to be. And if you want to use straightening irons on a straight wig, then obviously if that works better for you, then you do that. But I find with a wig that needs to be recurled, it's slightly better doing it with the hot brush over using straightening irons. There we are. I've got an evening of getting this done, and then I'm going to attack it with my thinning shears as well, my thinning scissors, to help it out and try and bring it back to life, because at the minute it's nasty. So there we are. If there's anything that you would like, actually I know there is another video that I'm going to make. It might be a little while because hopefully we're moving house soon. It's called a 360 topper. That's going to be my next tutorial. They're fantastic 360 toppers. They are so handy for ladies in lots of different situations. It's like a topper, but a wig as well. It has the security of the wig, but the benefits of a topper. It's fantastic for ladies that have frontal alopecia that runs purely around the front and often around the hairline at the back as well, but they've got normal hair everywhere else. And you can make the topper section as small or as big as you want. It's also really handy if you've got some wigs that are a bit too small for you and you can't really wear them because the cap is just not big enough. By turning it into a 360 topper, it allows space in the cap and it will make it fit better. So it's a really good, really handy thing to know how to do. So that I think is going to be my next tutorial, but that will be a long one in different sections because it's the same principle as my topper, DIY topper tutorials. I'll make them in sections as well so that it's easier to go back and re-look at another section instead of having to fast forward or rewind one whole video. So there we are. Anyway, I hope this has been handy, and I will see you next time. Thanks very much. Bye.